Hey, good morning. Frankie. Frankie. I guess he's busy. Frankie. Hi. Say hi. Say hi, puppy. We were outside and I'm telling you what, it is so cold. I'm going to have to quit going out there. Especially quit forgetting to, I have this owie on my hand. And every time I go out, it's so cold, it cracks and opens back up, which is not making me happy. So did y'all make it through the holidays okay? I did. I laid low, just like I wanted to. I visited with you a little bit. Hey, I've been trying this. I've been using it twice a day. Matter of fact, I'm put a little on my owie. It has, I would think, the same ingredients of CeraVe, but it's, when I was looking online about moisturizer, I haven't used my Retin-A in ages because my face in the wintertime is just too dry. And I can use moisturizers, eat right, drink plenty of water, still very dry. I just can't keep up with it, so it's just not worth it. But anyway, when I was looking up, you know, just because sometimes I think, well, is grapeseed oil still, you know, one of the most popular, best kept secrets? And grapeseed oil, olive oil, they're still going strong. There's still a lot of ingredients in products that people brag about. So anyway, I kept seeing this as well. It has one more ingredient that stands out than the big jar, and they're basically, there's $2. This is like $15. The other one 15 something maybe. The other one's 17 something, and the size difference is huge. The other one was like 17 ounces. This is 1.7. The jar is heavy and it comes about 2/3 full. So if you're a penny pincher like me, you probably won't be impressed. I've been using it for, I don't know, a few days, day and night. It's a night cream, I guess, but it's okay. It's really isn't performing a whole lot better than regular CeraVe, but I'm very picky. I don't ever expect anything to really take away the small wrinkles and stuff. I just wanted to keep my skin from being too dry. And really, there is a little bit of a difference in this. It's a little tacky. And so I'm gonna put a little bit more under my eyes because I like that feeling. It makes me think it's protecting my skin a little bit more. Man, so I'm getting a new type of wrinkle again. So really, I guess the topic for today could be gracefully aging. And I don't mean aging beautifully. I mean accepting our age. Accepting how the cells in our body are not going to regenerate in a way that doesn't give our age away. The older we get, the less our body is able to perform up to the age that we wish we were, basically. But don't be discouraged. If you're like me, some of you have already lived several lifetimes in one life. I have clients bring up sometimes, is this as good as it gets? can't I do better than this? I thought I'd be so much further along than I am. Things like that. I've been hearing that a little bit. I think New Year's Eve or, birthdays make us think a little deeper for a few hours or a few days, depending on your personality type. Back in the day when I was first sober, I used to sometimes up to a couple weeks before my sobriety date, not so much my belly button birthday, but almost like since my real awakening, the journey was kind of complicated and tough. And so around birth date of that, I celebrated it. A lot of people in recovery programs will celebrate their recovery date, which I think is fascinating. Who are you barking at? So with the CeraVe in this, it's kind of nice. So I think it's a good time to think about what have you accomplished. And some people say, well, I don't have this done yet or that done yet, and I gave up on that. I guess I was kind of a coward. Things like that. And I have a hard time with that because, oops, I'm so rough on things. I tighten them too tight, and then I crack the outside cap that's the holder for that. Yeah. I've done that so many times in my life. Less often now that I'm older. I love the color mauve. Anyway, I think it's important to note that you can have a list of, try it, it's kind of interesting. Have a list of things that you have not accomplished that you thought you wanted to, or you thought you should have. And then create a list of the things that you have conquered, that not only did you live through, but you made it out the other side a better person, or you helped someone else be a better person. Truly. Not like, don't make up stuff. I'm just saying, when I look at some of the things I've been through and made it out, holy cow, not bad, right? Not bad. And you can start in school. Were you bullied? I was. Did you cry yourself asleep at night? Kind of chokes me up a little bit. Oh, that was sweet. Yeah. I probably cried myself to sleep half my life before I was 29 and realized I had a lot more responsibility. Not that I started doing life well then, because I had to practice a lot. I've always been, like, I'm not a slow learner with some things. Some things I just do naturally pretty well. But life stuff, those neural pathways, mine didn't take to it as easily. I still had so many attachment style issues. And I had therapists that really didn't know. And back in my day, therapists didn't know as much stuff as they know today. They just didn't. And if they did, I had a lot of therapists. I didn't meet one. I didn't meet them. It took a while. Then I found some really good therapy. Finally. I mean, I'm not saying each person wasn't helpful in their own way, but I needed more. Look at those pores. Oh, they're so big. I didn't put enough makeup on there, babe. No, I did not. Let's put a little more in there. Fill that in. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was trying not to use too much because of all that moisturizer I used. But, you know, we got to do what we can do. Kind of spread it around since I put so much on there. This is not doing too bad. I'm just fumbling around a little bit. So then, you know, on the other side of the list, go ahead and write down all those things that you lived through, that you survived. I mean, and then understand that some people who have had it easier that I used to be very jealous of, especially the ones with the family that gave a crap. You know, oh, my sister's my best friend. Oh, I tried that several times and was sadly disappointed. Oh, my brothers have my back. Well, not so much. I have one brother that I think might show up if I really needed him to. But he's got a busy life and we live so far away. But my point is, most of my life, I grew up completely alone. By the fact that I lived out in the country as a little girl. And my mother and father were divorced. He was gone with his new family. And she spent most of her time in town. So when I did get sick and miss school, if they sent someone out to the house, it was me answering the door. And if they did track her down, it was usually took a while. Which only happened like one time. I was sickly looking, but I wasn't actually sick. My point being, think about how many heartaches you've been through. How hard it was to get where you're at. The challenges that not only did you go through heartache after heartache, but that you made it out on the other side. And look at the things that you did accomplish. Like, I remember feeling so lonely and so full of self-pity and not able to see some of the people who tried to love me, but I was either too good for them, or I didn't want them to get to know me, or I thought they were boring, or I thought if they got to know me, they wouldn't really like me. I mean, it was one thing after another. My head was messed up. So if you think about it, make a list. Who are the people who have really tried to help you? Did you turn your back on them because they weren't attractive enough in one way or another? This is good under eye because it barely holds the color, but it is not a good eyeliner. It is not picking up the depth of the color that I want right here. I need a little more color right there, and I'm running late. So for this new year, I want you to think of it. Think about how wealthy in experiences you are. Maybe not wealthy in money, cashola. But think of, Frankie, stop. Enough. Think about all the opportunities you've had and turned your back on. That's wealthy. And maybe, and I'm not saying to be bumming you out. But then also think about the opportunities you've not turned down. It's not like remorse that you turn down. Don't go down that road. It's about not everybody's had those kind of opportunities and been able to say, yeah, I'll take you up on it. I'll take you up on that help. I'll take you up on that help. A lot of people turn it down because of pride. I know I did many times. I turned down many relationships because they just weren't good enough for me, even though I was so poor and so uneducated and so uncouth. But boy, I had my pride. But when I started waking up, I started taking help. I did. I started taking invitations. I started following through on people's advice. When did you do that? So anyway, if you take a total inventory on the good things and challenges in your life, you start to realize, oh, wow. I'm sitting here feeling sorry for myself. And that's just kind of greedy, really. Think about it. That's all I'm saying. Just think about it. And this year, maybe take more advantage of the opportunities. Let's think about it. Let's really think about it. What are some of the opportunities out there? Whether it's volunteering, whether it's getting food subsidies, whether it's getting some free classes that are being offered. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. All right. I love you. And I encourage you to take an inventory of what you really are in control of, or how grateful you really can be for the things that you've had, haven't had, and the things that you can have. Okay? All right. Love you. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.